everyone, welcome back to another Beyblade Burst Sparking upload, and today we have got part 2 of our driver tests for Fafnir. So if you haven't seen part 1, I'll put a link up at the end of this video, as well as one in the description below, so you can find out what that was all about. This one is going to be testing alternative drivers for Fafnir, so non-previous Fafnir drivers. And as I mentioned in part 1, we've got Revolve, Low Metal, Eternal, Atomic, and finally Bearing for those ones. And also the format I'll be using was included in part 1, so I won't go over that again. You'll just see it. See what it is as I work my way through each of these drivers. So that said, let's get stuck into this action. Here we are with our first round and first driver test for this upload, which will be against Revolve. So hand launching in absorption mode against Brave Valkyrie. And oh no, let's see if we can get some contact before we run out of steam. There we go. Oh, better. And not the best spin steel round then. Let's go again just to be sure. And this is looking quite a bit better. But still getting a spin finish is Brave Valkyrie. Moving on. So launching Fafnir now. And might give him a better chance for that absorption mode to work. It's magic. Nope. And a spin finish from Brave Valkyrie once again. Let's do a second one just to be really thorough with this test. Contact's looking a lot better this time. And slowing down, but well, Brave Valkyrie's still getting that spin finish. Oh, well, now let's see how we go in counter-attack mode. Here we go with counter-attack mode, and I did forget my format a little bit from part 1, so I was doing 2 rounds for each mode anyway, so lucky I did do that in the previous ones. And no hand launching for this mode, and good contact, but whoa, picking up another spin finish there. Brave Valkyrie. Gee. Right. Wow. That counterattack mode really does increase those impacts. Well, that one was good enough to put Brave Valkyrie out. Let's go to a third. Straight into some heavy strikes. Wow, but still getting a spin finish, Brave Valkyrie, so that is not looking good for the Revolve driver. Final test, which will be back to absorption mode and launching against Curse Satan, which just freaking KO'd Mozi, so that's not a good start. Let's go again for that. So this is the test, just how well we can spin steel without going up against a heavy striking bay with rubber on it, such as Brave Valkyrie. And obviously we aren't going to do that good at all considering the results against him. So yeah, as I said previously, not looking good for this driver on Mirage Fafnir. So we'll move on to the next driver, and that's going to be Low Metal. So hand launch, and we'll pick up some spin steel off those impacts there, and getting a spin finish is Fafnir. See if we can same results. So actually, wow, KO there. Let's go again. Third round. And what happened there? Wow. I thought that wasn't a bad hand launch, actually. So, just all comes down with getting that right contact and spin finish. So that's nice. Alright, move on to the next mode. Moving on to launching in absorb mode. And geez, I just keep belting stadium about quite a bit here. Sorry if my lighting changes position, and come down to a spin finish by Mirage. And second round. Wow, harsh hit by Brave. That's not really giving us results. They're actually almost burst, as it usually does when it comes in contact with that side of the stadium. Holding in there this time, and another decent spin finish. Alright, moving on to the next mode. Counter attack now. And well, that did its job, putting Brave out. Alright, round 2. Oh, horrible. That's alright. We'll still work with that. This launcher has an issue with that. Tends to drop bays quite often, and wow, decent spin finish there, and a third, just to be absolutely sure of our results. But I'm expecting same thing if we don't get a KO. A nice spin finish, and again. Oh, we are KO. So that mode working well with that driver. Alright, final test. So back to launching in absorption against Curse. This time, and just how well is he able to feed him, and losing out to a spin finish from Cursed by a small margin there. Alright, another round. Oh, breaking free of contact for a moment there, Cursed, but back towards center. And oh, a bit off bounce, but standing up now is Mirage. And Curse once again getting a spin finish. Alright, next driver. And this time that's going to be Eternal. So very similar in design to Low. Alright, so hand launching in absorption mode. Okay, and not bad. So spin finish. Let's do that again. And still able to pick up a bit of spin, and well, not a strong spin finish that time, but still doing its job. I just want to go to a third here and see what results that brings. Well, so close to bursting, so not able to spin steal that time. Alright, well, might have to be almost the perfect launch for spin steal to really take effect with this driver. And still a spin finish from Brave, so alright, let's move on. Might yield a bit of a more definitive result with launching. So some nice impacts just then, and spin finish. So there we go. Let's see, and let's go again. Wow, it's the second time I've had to fix up those clicks. Brave, get knocked about a bit, and nice spin finish. So counter attack now, and geez, things get moved around quite a lot with this stadium. And wow, Brave with the KO. Alright. Oh, nice hit. Staying in this time, both bays. And spin finish. Alright, third, just to be absolutely sure. Brave getting caught on that angle. We're back up, and this should result in spin finish. There we go. Nice. And out comes Curse for the final test of this driver. Jeez. Alright, and that goes to Curse. Spin finish. And okay. Just little impacts as expected, and slow down, and Curse getting another spin finish. On to our second last driver, so Atomic, and I'm pretty interested to see how this one goes. It did used to work well with Drain Fafnir, so hopefully it'll do the same for Mirage. And here we are with the hand launch, and so being fed well, and strong spin finish. Second round. It really doesn't take that much effort to spin that on hand launch, and even though that wasn't the best, we still got a spin finish, but I want to do a second decent one, and that's decent enough. Picking up some nice speed, and wow, good spin finish. And launching. And wow, coming in from a few different angles is Brave Valkyrie. And while standing up, cool, is Mirage, and good spin finish. Okay. So, and pretty decent impacts just then. And a nice spin finish once again. Okay, so counter attack mode. Nice striking. And slowing down. And good spin finish. Okay. This is looking pretty good for Atomic so far. Lost a click just then. Not able to push Brave around that much in counter-attack mode, probably because of that ball bearing. Unable to grip the stadium as well. And spin finish, but... And now comes the one that I'm really interested for the results of. It's the Curse Satan test. So, a bit of an angle and leaning into Curse there. And running rather smooth. Oh, but Curse Satan able to pick up a spin finish. Okay. I won't deny that I'm a little bit disappointed with that. And it gets on a pretty bad angle there sometimes with Atomic, and second spin finish from Curse. And here we go with the last driver for our upload, and it's bearing, so let's get stuck into it. I'm pretty interested in these results as well, so hand launching, absorption, and not a strong spin finish. Still got it, but let's go again. Okay, so here we are. And yeah, still got it. Alright. Launching. And you can hear that bearing driver. It's quite noisy actually. And of course, spin finish. So geez, that was a couple of harsh impacts. Alright, settle back down. And nice spin finish. Okay, counter attack mode. So, probably with a lot more impact than what Bearing did have. I mean, Atomic did have in that mode, because Atomic seems to slip a little bit on its impacts. And let's go again. Nice back and forth, so bearing working well with that counter-attack mode. Well, here we are for our final test one last time, and can bearing do what these other drivers for this upload have not been able to, and pull out a win against Curse Satan. Decent impacts then. And we're slowing down, and oh, that really was so close. I couldn't even tell who got that, so I'd probably call that one a draw. Alright, second round. Alright, here we go. And whoa. Jeez, getting that is Mirage. So there we go, one win. Oh, he just burst as I was putting him on the launcher though, so incredibly close to bursting. Not too sure why that was. And oh, another one to Mirage Fafnir. Oh, that is it for these drivers, and let's discuss our results. Alright, so here we have our drivers lined up in the order in which I think they perform best. Now, this might be a little bit controversial because of what you just saw with Bearing, but in my opinion, he didn't spin steal that well. It was just not as strong as what Atomic was spin stealing, and I think that's a big factor when it comes to our Mirage Fafnir. Even though he was able to get that win over Curse, yeah, I would put him in second place. So, of course, Atomic being first, Low Metal third, because it performed really quite well, but just wasn't able to get as good as a result as what Atomic did. Then we have Eternal, which also performed well, didn't do the best in the spin stealing, the hand launch spin stealing side of things. And then last will be Revolve, because he really didn't do that good at all. So that's it for this upload and our driver tests. Let me know if you think any different, and I hope you liked the video. Till next time, enjoy the rest of your day.